We're now going to send it out to the talented Robin Townsend. We sent her to Cane Island for a peek into last weekend's Tomato Festival. Take us there, Robin.
Who says you can't play with your food? It looks like somebody found a way to think of playing with your food. We're at the first annual Tomato Bash here in Beaufort, South Carolina on Canes Island. In the background, we see the remnants of a tomato fight. They played with their food. This is a wonderful event to come. We can look around and see family friendly. There's plenty of food around. There's even got a tent for cold beer if you're interested in cold beer. Let's take a look around, visit the petting booth, see what some of the kids are doing. Catch up with me. We're with Miss Jody Miller, Plum Productions. She's the event organizer. Did I get that correct?
You got it right.
Now, what's the genius behind this? What a wonderful idea, a tomato bash.
Well, we decided to celebrate the tomato crop that's so successful economically and culturally in the Sea Islands of the Lowcountry.
Well, that's true. We're in the St. Helena Island, but these islands once were known for their produce, but they still are, aren't they?
They are. Our two most successful businesses, actually countywide, are both tomato farms.
Oh, wow. Now, see, I didn't know that, so that's a good thing to know. Well, what were some of the highlights for this year's event?
I think we had a lot of success with a kids zone, which had over a dozen inflatables, and also a kids run, which was half a mile long with some mini obstacles, mini versions of our larger obstacles for the kids. So we brought out a lot of families. We really tried to include everyone from a price point perspective and having things that were free and also things that were paid for. So we tried to make it welcoming for everyone.
How will we look for this next year? This being the first annual, one of many to come, how can people remember to start looking for 2015?
Well, we're always going to have the same week because of the picking of the tomato crop. So we are dependent on that crop for the 20,000 pounds of tomatoes that we actually had here today. 10,000 in the ring and 10,000 on the obstacle course. So we are very dependent on that season, and that typically ends between July 4th and July 12th. So we will always have it the week of July 4th to July 12th.
Caesar, we see you're having your lunch. Mr. Ludy, thank you for making time for us here. You're with the All-American Petting Zoo from Ridgeland?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Now, what makes Caesar so special?
He's just a big baby. He is the main attraction. When people walk in this gate right here, he's the first thing they see. That camel, the camel, and because there's not a whole lot of people sees a camel around here,
Well, that's why I noticed, and it's wonderful.
He loves to eat out your hand. He's just as friendly as he can be.
Now, he's a one-hump camel, and they're called?
Dromatory.
A dromatory, just for the one?
For the one hump, yeah.
And what other animals do you have?
We have a water buffalo, it's a Cape water buffalo from Africa, and we have a zebu cow, which is an African cow, and we have miniature beef cows, we have miniature black Angus, we have dwarf ponies, we have dwarf donkeys, we have llamas, pygmy goats, sheep, and our pony ride.
Well, we thank you for your time, and thank you for coming and being part of the Tomato Festival.
We
hope you'll come back next year.
Yes, ma'am. We sure will.
I'm going to come back next year, ready to play, be part of the Tomato Bash. Robin Townsend for WHHI.